The red spotlight hit the floor like a drop of blood. Sozy spun, her dress a blur of crimson under the flickering disco lights. The crowd cheered, their voices a distant roar. But she did not hear them. She danced for the shadows that clung to the corners of the room. Every movement was a desperate attempt to outrun the sadness in her heart. As the music surged, she felt the weight of 1,000 eyes. Yet she had never felt more alone in the heat of the ballroom. When the music finally died, the ballroom emptied into a hollow shell. Sozy sat on the cold stage floor. She pulled out her phone, the device heavy in her hand. Her thumb traced the glass, moving rhythmically until it landed on a single contact. Michael. She stared at the name until the letters blurred. No call came, no text flashed. There was only the cold blue glow of the screen reflecting in her eyes, a digital ghost of what used to be. Months ago, a string of anonymous messages tore them apart with surgical precision. One day, she received a photo of him with another woman. That same hour, he received a fake recording of her voice. Lies became their new reality. They stopped speaking. They stopped trusting. Without a single word of explanation, they simply walked away into a long, bitter silence that neither knew how to break. Suddenly, the heavy oak doors of the ballroom creaked open, cutting through the stillness. Sozy froze mid-step. Michael stood by the exit, his coat collar turned up against the night chill. Time seemed to suspend itself as he looked at her. His gaze held a lifetime of unspoken questions and a lingering sorrow. He offered a faint, tired smile, a ghost of a gesture, then turned toward the dark street. Sozy grabbed her phone, her finger hovering over the dial button. Her pulse thundered in her ears. Of what if? She watched his silhouette fade into the fog of the parking lot. She did not press the call phone button. She just watched the door close. The next morning, the sun bled through her curtains, indifferent to her grief. She opened her phone one last time. The contact was still there. She looked at Michael's name for a long time before gently touching the screen. For a moment, she imagined what it would feel like to hear his voice again. Her finger slowly moved toward the call button. Then she stopped. She quietly lowered the phone and set it gently on the nightstand. She would not delete him. She never deleted his number. Not because she was waiting forever, but because some people become a part of your story, even if they are no longer in our life.